Hello everyone, this is Kapil. So today I'm going to present to you yet another interesting and exciting topic. So welcome to my channel. So today's topic is very relevant for all the budding actors to understand certain nitty-gritties of the acting, or for that matter certain minute details of how to create a character. So today I'm going to talk about one of the important aspects of the characters. So today's topic is, I will be talking about gestures. Now, what are gestures? How the way we can use it in a character? How it is one of the important elements of a character. So today we are going to discuss that, all the questions related to gestures, and I will tell you and I will explain you what gestures is all about. So gestures basically is one of the important elements of your communication skills. It is not important only for the actors, but also it is important for the people who are living in the society, for all the human beings. So generally it is using of your hands to communicate certain ideas, that is known as gestures. So gestures play an important role in giving the hidden message about your character. What your words will not explain, the gestures are going to make those things easy for the person who is listening to you to understand. So this is one of the important aspects of communication. So using of gestures plays an important role while we communicate with somebody else. It gives a support, it gives attraction, it gives a sense of bond, it gives a sense of responsibility. So it is very important for us to use the gestures so that we are able to put our idea to the person who is listening to us in a much better way and communicate things in a much easier and in much understandable way. So using of gestures becomes very important for all the human beings, and for actors it is one of the most important things because we have to implement those things in our character. So this is what gesture is all about. Now, why we need to use gestures? We need to use gestures, as I said, it gives the hidden message. Now whatever you are trying to speak, you are just trying to speak so that you are feeling that okay, my words are going to make and create a difference. This is sometimes not true because your gestures, your body language, your posture also need to support your words. If it is only about words, then sometimes it becomes a little difficult to attract the other person. It becomes difficult for the person to understand what you are trying to say. So with the help of gestures, you are trying to make a person understand something in a relaxed way. So that's why usage of gestures becomes an essential thing for the actors into the character so that it becomes very attractive, it becomes very impressive. The second and the foremost thing is that why we need to use gestures is because it creates a visual picture of the character. When you use hands, it gives a visual picture of the character to the audience or the viewers. So it is very important to use these gestures according to the character in your project. The third thing is, it gives a message which is non-verbal. There is no verbal communication, but it is a non-verbal communication. It gives a hidden message to the audience between the lines, information to the audience with your gestures. What are you trying to say? How much trust they can have on you, how much connection they can have on you with your gestures and yourself. So this is very important, and this is why we are using it in order to make the character more attractive, impressive, to build that bond and that sense of trust among the people whom you are trying to communicate with. and it gives a hidden message, and also it talks about the subtext of the character with the help of gestures. Then now I want to give you certain examples. In our society, there are a lot of people who try to use gestures, including you and me. We use gestures in our daily life, and with the help of gestures, our communication has become very strong, our bonding has become very strong. We are able to put forth our information very easily, very comfortably, and we are able to also take the information in the best possible way. Now, I will give you certain examples which are there in the society, which society members consider them as the role model of the society for their presentation, for their personality. The first character or the first professional people which we find in our society is the politicians. Mostly the politicians try to use more of the gestures than words. They try to use the words, but you'll see more of the hand movements whenever they are going for any kind of rally, whenever they are speaking in the assembly, whenever they are trying to approach any kind of village for the promotion of their election, or any kind of social activities. They will go and try to have that connect with the audience or the public with their gestures. So their gestures are a kind of attraction, so that the audience can come and they can talk with you very nicely and they can connect with you. The second most important gestures which the professional people use are the people from the profession of teaching and education. Now, teachers are like a role model for all the students. So teachers present themselves in a certain manner so that they are able to make the students teach in a certain manner by using more of the gestures. So their gestures are also too many gestures so that they can make use of the gestures and try to understand that gestures helps the students to understand better in a visual format. So that's why you see a lot of gestures which the teachers use generally, and it is making them also realize that gestures are an important source of communication, and it also gives us information, and it also stores information related to certain aspects. So that's why gestures are one of the important things which is used by the teacher. The third people whom you will see using the gestures are the people from the medical profession. They are the doctors. How the way they talk with you, how the way they will see your report, how the way they will test you, how the way they talk with you. So depending upon all these things, these are some of the examples which I am just trying to tell you, that when we can find how the way they are using the gestures in their profession, when they are communicating with people. There are all the people in the society who use the gesture. So these are some of the people that you can get an idea of what is the gesture all about and how the way it is being used. The fourth profession is pundits. There are a lot of pundits in this society who try to use gestures and too many gestures in order to perform their daily activities, which can be devotional, which can be ritualistic. So whatever activities they do, you will see a lot of gestures which they use. So whenever they are using the gestures, it is giving them a sense of connection with the people who have come to be, or whoever has that kind of expectation from the Pandit to ask something which is ritualistic or which is devotional. So this is the way where Pandits also use the gestures. So now, how the way we as a acting student, it is important for us to try to see the example, try to understand what is gestures, try to see why the gestures have been used in the legal profession. So when you understand all these things, then you try to observe your own self, how the way you are trying to use your own gestures, and try to go through all these professions, whatever professions I told you, just try to go Google them, just try to see how the way they are using the gestures from all the categories, from teacher, politician, to pundit, to a doctor. Just see how the way they are using the gestures and see if you can Just try to practice those gestures in the best possible way, and then you will try to understand how the way the gestures has an effect on the character. And then you'll be able to understand what kind of impact it creates to the audience. When you yourself perform, you will realize that the importance of gesture plays an important role for the communication to the audience, so to the connect to in order to connect with the audience, to reach to their heart and create a place in their heart. So gestures is one of the most important things the actors need to use. It differs from the gestures what we use in the camera to the gestures what we use on stage. On stage it is a little bit louder gestures, we try to use it in order to connect with the larger audience. On screen we try to use the gestures which are more natural, which are more real, which you do in real life and which you do naturally. Please do subscribe my channel, because this is the valuable information I have given it to you, and you know that this channel provides all the good information about the acting, about the tools of acting, whatever knowledgeable areas of acting could be shared by me. I will share it with all the budding actors so that you can take the benefit and you can use it. And the second thing, please do share it with your near and dear one as much as possible, so that they also can avail the benefit of this particular information. And please do like it, because you are going to use this information in your profession, in your characterization. So when you are thorough with all the practice, you definitely should experiment with the gestures when you are getting any kind of projects related to any kind of character who uses more of gestures. So over there you can either create, or you can try to understand and research the character itself. With the character itself, you will be able to get up or come up with a lot of gestures. So those gestures you need to practice it, you need to hold it and try to understand how it is communicating the hidden message and how it is contributing to the character's personality. So this way you can understand, this way you can research, practice and then implement. So thank you so much. Please do like, share, subscribe my video, and thank you so much for watching my video. I will be presenting to you yet another interesting and exciting topic next time. So all the budding actors, it is a good luck and best of luck to you to please use these techniques in your real profession and in your real projects, and do practice and do the rehearsals. So thank you so much. Hope you like this video. Take care. See you. Bye.